This conference will now be recorded.
Let me open Notepad. Fine. Fine. So we are learning about budgeting module. And before going to start this one, I would like to understand from you any pending topics we need to discuss, which you observed. I'll recap. One topic it is there, invoice register and approval journal. This is one of the pending topic, I know. Next one is pending invoice, pending vendor invoice. Whether I have explained or not, I did not remember, but let me recap. These are the two different ways, because vendor invoice can be executed in 4 ways. In the very first day I told you vendor invoice can be executed in 4 ways. But I have explained only 2. One is invoice journal, and second one is purchase order invoice. I have explained these 2 only. I have not explained this third and fourth. I did not remember third, whether I have explained, no problem. I need to recollect fourth one. Okay, these 2 are pending. And like this, any more pending points which I told you, like I will discuss with you later. And one more thing, whether I have explained about consolidation process, yes or no? Can anyone? Consolidation process
is pending actually.
Is pending. Okay, fine. It is one of the most important topic. Any other points pending? Whether I have explained one more credit limit, I need to discuss one of the pending. Actually, in the credit limit, one is normal, another one is blocking rules. Okay, blocking rules I need to discuss. Fine. One more, whether I have explained or not, I did not remember. Let me open. Meanwhile, anyone has any, if you remember any points, please let me know.
Advanced bank reconciliation.
Okay, fine. Advanced bank reconciliation. Advanced bank reconciliation. Okay, next. Any more topics? One more, credit and collections. So, collection letters, whether I have explained or not, I don't think so. In this batch or other batches, collection letters, whether I have explained or not. Yes or no? Did not remember. No problem. I think it is covered or not, no problem. Interest calculations. Okay, I will update this one. I will recap. If it is explained, no problem. I will explain once again. This is not that much important, but let me explain. Any more topics pending? Which you remember? Anything else? So year end close, whether I have explained, am I right? Year end close.
Year end close, it is completed, Satya.
It's covered. Month end close, year close covered.
Okay, fine. Month and year end close, fine. Any more topics which you remember, like it is pending topics? So if it is not available now, try to revisit my video recording sessions or something. If there is any note down, if you whether you have note down any pending points, okay, ping in the WhatsApp group by today, okay, so that I can plan properly. I mean to say, I'm planning to start new batch, then I need to declare the date. So based on the pending topics, I will declare. I'm not in a hurry to close the sessions. That is damn sure. I will not close until and unless every topic is covered. Here every topic means majority topics. I'm telling you frankly, I'm not teaching you all the topics. I'm teaching you majority topics. Okay, so sometimes 1 or 2 points it may be missed. Okay, so please recollect. If anything, please ping me 1-to-1 or in the group also, no issues, so that it will be covered and I can plan. Okay, if I'm telling like tomorrow I'm starting new batch, and if you're asking like today, no, it is covered, it is this point pending, I cannot like jump from there to here. That is the reason I'm asking you. Based on once everything is topic is completed, then I will plan for new batch. Okay, fine. Please recollect and let me know if any points. Fine. These points are pending points. Of course, these two are covered a lot, and these 2 points are need to be covered, and all these things need to be. So consolidation is one of the most important for finance consultant. Of course, consolidation is not a big topic. It is a small topic. Related to that area, I am going to discuss with you heavily. I want a big debate with me. I'm expecting you need to debate with me. Okay, in this area is most important is whether I need to create business unit or legal entity. This is one of the important area. So healthy debate is required. You need to argue with me a lot regarding this area, because in real time scenario, so I have one branch in Hyderabad, one branch, and Bangalore, one branch, Warangal is one branch. Whether these three are, I need to create a company legal entity or business unit. Whether it is a financial dimension or legal entity, we need to discuss. Understood? Example here, one is Hyderabad, another one is Warangal, another one is Bangalore. Then these three are legal entities or business units. Some situations legal entities, some situation business unit. What is the situations we need to discuss? We need to discuss a lot. If it is a Singapore, definitely legal entity, no issues. It is a legal entity. But if it is these things, what it is, finance consultant need to take the decision properly. Okay, of course, if you are a junior consultant 2 to 3 years, you may not get the opportunity to debate heavily with the CFO or CEO of the company or CTO of the companies. Okay, but if you learn this knowledge, that will be helpful to you. You should not damage the client requirements. Okay, so I will discuss with you pros and cons, what exactly plus and minuses, everything during this consultation process. Is 15 minutes topic, but we need to discuss heavily on these things. Okay, fine. Any more points, please remind me, write down and inform me, so that we'll plan it properly. Okay, if it is no more questions, most probably in next week it is going to be ended. If it is any more topics pending, then it will, if it is there, then it will be extended. Okay, fine. Let me go to the subject now. We are learning about budgeting. So in the budgeting, it is most important is budget control configuration. So here I told you clearly, like what are the dimensions you want, those dimensions you need to configure here, not in the budget register entries. Give me a second, it's loading now. So don't look at budget register entries. Don't look at budget register entries. If you look at budget register entries, system will allow you to select as many as you want. Even though it is allowing to select budget register entries a lot, whatever the financial dimensions, ultimately it was configured in the budget control configuration, those only will be allowed to do like a budget control. That is primary requisite, you need to remember. Second thing is normal conditions, it is prevent the budget, but if it is any specific group, you can map allow over budget for CEOs or CFOs or top management people. You can map like this, allow over budget. That is most important. Next, budget funds available, we have discussed yesterday. We understood original budget, preliminary budget, budget revision, and then budget transfer. We understood draft budget. I don't recommend in general. I did not came across any situations like I can use this one. Maybe in some other situations you may use these things. And then here in this is purchase requisition creation. But budget revisions for unconfirmed pre-encumbrance means purchase requisition creation. At the time of creation, budget will be verified. Next one is purchase requisition approved. At the time of purchase requisition approval, then it is budget revisions for pre-encumbrances, budget reservations for pre-encumbrances. Next one is purchase order creation in the draft mode. That is reduction to budget reservations for unconfirmed encumbrances means at the time of purchase order creation, draft mode it will be. Next one is approved status, and this is at the time of confirmation status, purchase order confirmed status. Okay, so how you want, you can map it. Next, if it is a public sector, I want to carry forward the last year budgets to next year. If it is a public sector. Next, journals I have discussed yesterday. Journals I have discussed. Next, it is assign budget models. The financial year should be created. The financial year should be. So if you want to create, then budget cycle time span is the one small master. Budget cycle time span. So if you want to create here, the calendar should have the financial year. So initially you need to create in the calendar, fiscal calendar, and then you can add here in the budget cycle, and then you can add that one in this one. Next one is budget model. Budget model is for naming convention, it is available. There is no much intelligence on budget model. It is only information, because in AX 2009 oldest version, 10 years back, 12 years back, 10 years back, only budget model is there. Only budget model. So in that, in AX 2009, you can create budget, you can create budget amounts, and you can enter actual, and you can see the comparison. That's it. There is no controls in AX 2009 versions. At that time, it is only budget model. So that design is continuing in the budget model. It is no much intelligence on this one. It is only informative. That's it. You can create only one budget model, and you can tag the same model for all, no issues. Or you can map here. For reporting purpose, if you want separately, you can create differently. Budget model only for reporting purpose, not much intelligence in the system, but it is there. Okay, so if it is mapped different years, then based on the budget model, if you want to reports, then we can use different budget model. This is only more about reporting purpose, but not logically complex scenarios. Okay, next one is budget control rules. So for which ledger accounts you want budget controls, you can apply here. So I want for selling expenses 601,200 to 601,400, and training expenses for this account I want budget control. So for these accounts only budget control will be applicable. Okay, budget control will be applicable. Next one is select main accounts. So here nothing is there. Nothing is there. If in case in this, if you have not selected main account, if you have not selected main account, you have not selected main account, then main accounts will be displayed here. Look at this one. So you can select which accounts you want, like this. Usually these expenses will be start with 6, means expenses. For expenses you want, so you can select whatever the expenses you want. If in case you have not selected here, if you are already selected, then not required. It will not show here. It will be disappeared. Look at this one. So in general, we'll select in this one only, and it will be main account in the top, like this. But if you want really, you can map like this. Okay. Next one is optional budget groups. If you want, you can map here. It is optional process only. There is no much like, if you want, you can map like this. This is optional. Okay. And message levels also optional. And anyhow, this you know already. It is most important. It should be active and it should be turned on. So because you have, if you click on create default, automatically activate button will be enabled. If I'm clicking on, once you played with this dimensions masters, then if you look at this one, this will be gone. Sometimes it will be gone. Okay, because you have changed some setups in this one, so it was gone. Now I have not activated. So I can use restore activation. Active version means earlier whatever it was, it is activated, that you please restore. Then if I click here, if I click OK, it is coming back, because I have played a lot main accounts here to here. Usually here, if you make here main accounts, then this will be disappeared. This condition will be disappeared. Understood? Any questions here? So this is, you need to learn with yourself, like you need to apply, you need to verify how it is coming. So this is all about budget control configuration. Any doubts in this? So submodules are, I mean to say, in the setups are, one is important budget models. So I have explained like so it is simple one only, nothing, not here. Budget codes is important. Sorry, budget codes means the budget type. Here in this budget type, we understand original budget, transfer budget, revision budget, and encumbrance and pre-encumbrance means for purchase order, for this is purchase requisition, and carry forward budget we have learned, and remaining are not relevant for you. Preliminary budget we have discussed. Okay, fixed assets is for fixed asset, and this is demand forecast and supply forecast is for logistics. In the production process, you can apply demand forecast and supply forecast. What do you mean by that one? Means in manufacturing we can use the master planning process. If you go to master planning, just I'm giving you the high level inputs. If you go to master planning, this is a part of manufacturing. Then here forecasting, you can have demand forecast and supply forecast. In this situation, you can use this one, demand forecast and supply forecast. Okay, project is project management accounting. Fixed assets also you can create if you want budget. So here in the demand forecast, we can have demand forecast and supply forecast. Okay, so majorly you can remember original budget, transfer budget, revision budget. These three it is most important regularly. And if it is a public sector information, then encumbrance, pre-encumbrance and carry forward budget, and then apportionments. This also it will be used for public sector. And preliminary budget, it is already here. As I told you, if it is not, budget is not finalized, you can use preliminary budget. In this one it is there. So budget codes types important. It is enum. So it is not a simple master. It is a very big functionality developed by developers in the back end. Based on this one, it is a very big function, budget codes. Okay, next, budget dimensions we understood. Dimensions for budgeting we understood. Next one is it is not that much. Next one is budget cycles. Budget cycles we discussed. Okay, and next one more function is budget planning is there. I'm not expertise in this area, so I know some extent, but half cooked food I don't want to deliver. I'm not very well versed about budget planning. I know the high level picture what it is. I will explain you what is this high level picture. Suppose suppose we have the same example, like I have one is in Hyderabad company and another one is in Warangal, one more company, one more branch. These two are branches. In Hyderabad, finance department, they will have their own budget, and then stores department, they have their own budget, and then purchase department like HR department, admin department, IT department, they have their own budgets, individual budgets. In the same manner, in Warangal also they have own budgets. So head of the departments, they will calculate the budget amounts for travel expenditure. I want this one for like this, so many expenses. Now you want to combine all these things and you need to make, suppose all if it is combined, the budget is coming at 2.5 crores from individual departments. If you combine two branches and two different departments, but CEO or CFO has given only 2 crores, then we need to adjust like this, plus and minuses you need to do. Those all these things in general you can use in the Excel file. In the Excel file you can plus minus, you can modify. Otherwise you can use here also in the system, but little bit complex, because if it is posted transaction, modification means amendment means little bit complex. So rather than that one, you can use Excel file. Otherwise you can use budget planning also. So budget planning is like I did not get chance to implement in the system, I mean to say in the client place. That is the reason I'm not very well strong in the budget planning, but I know high level picture about budget planning. Okay, only one topic which I'm not very strong, budget planning in finance. Fine, any more doubts in this budgeting? In this budgeting, any more doubts? So you can map and you can verify the budget funds. Okay, and I told you one more, public sector. If you remember, yesterday I have introduced public sector. If it is a public sector or semi-government or government organizations, they will enable this one in general ledger parameters. General ledger parameters. Ledger setup, general ledger parameters, posting definition checkbox. use posting definitions. If you enable this one, application will behave completely different. In these situations, if you do any, okay, so it is already some transactions are there. That is the reason it is not allowing, because in the purchase order some transactions are posted. If it is enabled this one, it will not, it will be completely different application if you enable this one. Then here these checkboxes will be enabled automatically. Enable budget apportionment, appropriation, and enable encumbrance process, enable pre-encumbrance process, general ledger, budget reservations. All these things can be enabled if it is. So let me go to another component. Let me show you. ESRT, suppose retail. This is for retail setups configured properly. ESRT. In this application, it will be. So now if you enable, it will show you. Then you can use this one. As I told you, this is purchase order. At the time of purchase order, it is forceful. Means you cannot confirm purchase order until and unless budget funds are available. If budget funds are available, then only you can confirm the purchase order. Creation and the confirmation at the time. So if you enable this one, it is pre-encumbrance. Purchase requisition. Means if you enable like this, means you cannot create purchase requisition until and unless funds are available for that ledger account. Then only it will allow you. Otherwise, it will not be. So, and then general budget reservations, it is here, it is available. You can do the transactions here. Okay, so general budget reservations, and then one more, general ledger advanced journal entries, here advanced ledger account entries. So these two I'm not completely not sure about what exactly the benefit. This one, advanced ledger entries, and then this one, these two topics I'm not sure, because I did not get implementation this budgeting public sector related. Okay, if you enable this one, I told you, like normal vendor posting profiles will not work properly. It will not work. What it will work, it is in the some other form. Posting definition we need to. Understood? Any doubts in this? I don't want this one, so that it will be disabled, all these things. So all this is about budgeting functions. Fine. Now let me go back to another topic. This one I will discuss, pending vendor invoice. Can anyone unmute, and whether are you able to hear my voice? Yes or no?
Yes, it is audible.
Pending vendor invoice. What is this pending vendor invoice? So if you go to accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, pending vendor invoices. Pending vendor invoices you can create. So let me go back to USMF company, because the major setups done properly in USMF rather than MSRT. USRT is more about retail functionality. It was configured in the system. Fine. Now click on new button. Fine. So now I'm selecting the vendor account, vendor invoice account. I'm selecting. This is without PO. Okay, invoice number, something, invoice date. It is not mandatory, it is best practice. Now click on add lines. Look at this one. In the item number, it is not showing all items. It is showing only few items, C001, 2, 3, 4 and S001. Both types, item type item and item type service. But it is showing only 5 only. But actually, if you go to, we are in the USMF company only. We are in the USMF company. So if you go to released product, product information management, products, released products. So here C001. Okay, what is the specific function for C001? Why it is showing here? Remaining items, why it is not showing? C001 is showing. Why it is showing here? This is C001. If you look at this one, it's loading now. Just wait. C001 is mapped with item model group. If you go to this item model group, it is non-stocked product. Look at this one. This is non-stocked product. If it is non-stocked products, then it will show, it will display here. Means pending vendor invoices. I don't want purchase order and product receipt process. I don't want this process. Directly I want to do invoice. Without PO, I want to do invoice. So for this, it will allow you for non-stocked products only. For non-stocked products, it will allow you. Non-stocked product means item model group. In the item model group, this checkbox is not enabled. So if you want, you can verify like this. Give me a second. So here it is cost. I can add by clicking insert columns. Let me verify whether I can use, I can add item model group or not. I think it is possible. Give me a second. I'm adding item model group. It is there already. Give me a second. It is there already. Let me filter like this. Yes. Now, if I filter by EXP, those items are available. Look at this one. I'm sorry. Look at this one. 5 items are mapped with item model group EXP. So those items only it is displaying here. So if you want to do pending vendor invoice, it should be a non-stocked product. So if you remember, I told you this is for item, without item. Without any item, you can do it. This is with item or category. Here, non-stocked item or category. Category. What do you mean by category? Means you can select directly category here. Instead of item, you can select category and you can do the invoice. You can select the item and you can do the invoice. Understood now? Pending vendor invoice. From this, without PO, we are not selecting PO. Without PO, you can do invoicing process. That's what here, third option. Clear? Any doubt in this? Give me 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 minute, please. Okay, I'm back. Fine. So now pending vendor invoice will be used for non-stocked item or category item. Category against category, you can do the invoice. Fine. So we have another 10-15 minutes. Then let me discuss on credit limit. Let me discuss on credit limit. So by default in the system, if you go here, sales and marketing, sales and marketing, sales and marketing, customers, okay, so customers, credit limit will be available in the customer account. If you click on any customer account, if you scroll down, not here, in this credit and collections, click on edit. Credit limit is exist. Look at this one. Credit limit amount you can enter. By default 0 means infinite. Remember, by default 0 means it is infinite. So if you want mandate, you can make it like mandate and you can map whatever it is there. Credit limit. So what it will do, credit limit. Suppose take the example, for one specific customer, I have given 1 lakh credit limit. 1 lakh Indian rupees credit limit I have given. Okay, then suppose I have generated invoice 25,000. Fine, it was generated. Customer has not paid because terms of payment is 2 months. So customer will pay after 2 months. After 1 week, he asked me some more material. I have dispatched. And after some time, he asked me one more. This is within 10 days. He asked me 3 invoices, 3 different material. I have dispatched. Now he is asking, I want 50,000 more material. Then I am asking like, you need to pay this amount. No, we have already agreement 2 months. So it is not crossed 2 months. It is only less than 1 month, less than 30 days. I will pay. But if I'm giving like this, then whether he will repay my money or not, I'm not sure. Agree? There is a risk factor. Suppose he is asking one more 50,000, one more 1 lakh. If I'm keep on dispatching material, I'm not sure whether I'm going to receive money or not. Even though terms of payment is, this is from, the pending is from last 5 days pending. So one more like 55 days pending, he can pay. This is from last 10 days pending. Then 50 days, he has grace limit, like credit limit or due date. This is 15 days pending. Now he will pay after 2 months only, terms of payment. But he is asking this kind of invoice, 1 second material. Then I don't want to dispatch the material until and unless this is cleared. Because I need to verify his capability, whether he is repay amount in time or not. Otherwise, it is a risk factor to my company. That's what here you can map. How much amount, up to how much amount it can be pending from the customer. Understood? So while doing this calculation, we have one setup in AR parameters. Setup AR parameters. Give me a minute. It is not here. Collections, not this one. Settlement. Here, the credit limit you can map none, balance, only balance, or balance plus packing slip, or you can map balance plus all. Here balance plus all means it is invoice is created, salary sales order is created. Now, like here, suppose take the example. For this one, it is just now it was packing slip is updated. This is invoice is already executed earlier. This is also invoice is executed. Otherwise, I will take one example. Sorry, this is 15 days pending means long back. This is invoice is updated. This is vice versa. I need to explain. This is pending 1 day. This is not invoice. It is only packing slip. Whether I need to include packing slip come invoice all or only invoices I need to cover. Understood? That's what here. If you want only balance plus packing slip or only balance or balance plus all, you can map the criteria. balance slip, like balance plus packing slip means it is invoices, pending invoices plus packing slip means delivered material. Only balance means it will not include packing slip transactions. This means it will include sales order, packing slip and invoices all together. Understood? Here we can map the like whether I want to error, a warning, a review. So if you want strictly follow, you can map error, so that system will not allow you to post the transaction. If it is a warning means it will warn you, but you can proceed. Understood? This is one setup and this is one setup. Great rating. This is normal process. I mean to say the regular credit limit functionality which I told you here. Regular. So one more credit limit functionality is introduced by Microsoft. That is actually, it is not credit limit, it is blocking rules. Okay, so that one next I will explain you, but let me show you where it is available in the feature management. So if you find credit limit, credit management, but I like this word as blocking rules rather than credit limit, credit management. This is blocking rules a lot. Okay, if you enable this one, then if you refresh customer 1003, if you look at this one, only credit limit, rating and available, credit and collections. But now I will open once again. Look at this one, there are so many things will be available. So if you open this same customer, suppose this is a new feature introduced by Microsoft recently. So if you go here, credit and collections, there are so many. Not only this one, if you go to credit and collections, you will find some more new functions. Blocking rules. There are so many conditions. I will discuss with you tomorrow about this one. Not tomorrow, on Monday we'll discuss blocking rules. So if you disable this feature, look at this one. This is blocking rules in setup, credit management setup, blocking rules. If you disable this one, that will not be available. Okay, now it was disabled. Now if you go back and if you refresh, that menu itself is not there. Give me a second. It is opening, but look at this one. The form is not there. You cannot open. That is actually from the backend that option is opening, but here if you look at this one, the blocking rule itself is gone. Okay, that blocking rule we'll discuss on Monday in detail what exactly. Okay, fine. Monday or Tuesday or something. So it is more about stopping the sales order process a lot. So you need to clear so many blocks. Okay, that we'll discuss later. Maybe in the last sessions. First, let us understand tomorrow about invoice approval journal, invoice register and approval journal, and then let us important for topic. Let us discuss this one. All these things, then we'll discuss in the last blocking rules. Okay, fine.
Sir,
Yes, please.
intercompany.
This one only. Intercompany transaction I have explained, am I right? Not?
No.
Then it is a small topic, intercompany. Anyhow, in the consolidation process, I need to do that intercompany, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Transactions. So financial transactions only, not stock transfer, because stock transfer is one more big subject. Intercompany financial transactions we'll discuss, definitely one of the topic, small topic. Fine. Any more? Okay. If nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. IST. See you all. Bye-bye.